All right. Welcome to the Inspire Beautiful Team Call. It is Wednesday, April 24th, and today's theme is all about not being salesy. I've been thinking about this a lot because I think that that's, our fear a lot of the times when we're talking to other women, that's how we're going to come across. So I really, wanted to address this because I know that so many of you right now are like diving in and you're starting to invite to the May group. Okay, so this isn't going to be about inviting, like at all. If you want to talk to me directly about inviting, we can absolutely do that. We've kind of already put out a ton of stuff on inviting. So there's tons of resources. So this is kind of like the big picture of it all. Before we dive in, I am not going to highlight that. What is happening? What is happening? All right, we're just gonna move on. Okay, Success Club check-in. I know last week I said that I was gonna get my account to 10, and then now I'm gonna start building John's account. So hold myself accountable. I'm doing what I'm saying. So I'm at 10, bumped up. Kelly's at 4. Nikki, Brittany, Shay, Taylor, Lexi, Logan, and Molly are at 2. And we have 1 week left. So totally plenty of time. Totally plenty of time to get out there and change some lives, especially with it being the end of the month. You're going to see, like, for me, I really like to hit Success Club within the first week of the month, just because I use the last week of the month and the first week of the month to really promote and talk about my boot camps. You guys, I'm talking about it non-stop. I do not care if I sound annoying, and you guys should be on your stories talking about it. If you're posting graphics, if you need graphics, let me know. I shared mine with Erin today. But I wanted to let you guys know that, you never know who's watching your stories one day and who's not the next. And so you might think, oh, well, I already talked about it on Monday. I don't need to talk about it again. You do. You should be like blue in the face till you're talking about it. Like everybody should be hearing it. And if you're going to post the graphics about it, make sure then that you're also showing your face and you're also talking about it. Okay. So what I typically like to do is I like to talk for a couple of frames before, do a couple of graphic pictures, and then talk for a couple of frames after. Be excited. Smile when you talk about the May boot camps. Because I wouldn't want to join somebody, and I'm going to get into this today, I wouldn't want to join somebody who's not excited about it, Also, any coach within our team, their transformation is fair game. So if somebody's posted something and you want to screenshot it, make a little pic collage of it and post it on your stories, do that. Because even if you're new and even if you don't have, a physical transformation yet, use ours. That's why we're a team. Okay, so moving off of Success Club, I really don't have a ton of housekeeping. I wanted to just touch upon Summit again. If you're not going to Summit and you still want to talk to me about it, definitely reach out. I personally think it's a non-negotiable. I think I told you guys this last time. I went to Summit last year, 2 weeks before I got married. And it was a last minute decision. And I made it work. And the year before that, I bought my plane ticket in May for the Summit, and it was in June. I was just like, screw it. I'm doing it. Whatever rank you are at on May 2nd, which is next week, and I know that there are a ton of you who are pushing for Diamond, you have to hold it for 6 weeks. So that's why you need to be that rank on May 2nd and then hold it for 6 weeks, including Emerald, including Diamond, including 1 star, whatever it is that you are shooting for, you want to hit it by next week and then hold it for 6 weeks. I remember my first Summit walking up to the big Emerald wall, and it's all the names in green and they go by alphabetical order, and I found my name and I took a little picture of my name. And then next year I remember walking over to the Diamond wall, and I walked over and I found my name on the Diamond wall. And now this year I get to go to the 1 star wall, and I get to find, it's a cool thing. And your lanyards at Summit, they all have your different recognitions on it as well. So push, do what you got to do. I know that it's only a week, but you guys, if you say, oh man, I only have a week, say, yes, I have a freaking week. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to hustle as hard as I can for the next week. All right. Before I dive into the meat of the call, because I know that this is being recorded and I know that Logan really wanted me to talk and show a little bit about Streak. Here's what I'm going to say. sorry, excuse me, about Streak. So I use Streak for my tracking. It's not perfect. It's always a work in progress. People are paper and pen people. I would say the three main ways that coaches track would be Streak, paper and pencil, or the Rise Up Planner, which I know that I've gifted a lot of you guys for hitting Emerald, which I guess would technically still be paper and pencil. I'm trying to do that, but it's just like I flow better with Streak. So there's tons of YouTube tutorials on Streak. I watched a couple Beachbody coaches one. You can just look at one on how to set it up. You can watch a Beachbody one. Then you could watch one for like business, whatever it is that you want to watch it for. I was listening to a call and she said that I watched it to learn how to set it up and then I watched it for business. So I'm going to show you mine, kind of talk you through how I use it. I actually just changed some things on it today. So like when I say it's always ever changing, it is. So, okay. So this is my Gmail. So I get to it over here. So it's called your pipelines. And I have Beachbody. And then recently I created clients because I don't know if you guys can see this. So right over here, it says like 92 clients. I have transitioned over here I just made a separate pipeline. So you guys, this number is huge because these are all my free lead clients. These are all the clients that Beachbody has assigned me because I'm an Emerald or above call. This 54 and this 2 right here, these are really my active clients right now who are like actively engaging my boot camps. So this is how I send my weekly emails. So I keep all my clients right here. So I click on it. So whenever somebody else enrolls, I drop their email address in here. So every Sunday, all I do is click this and then start a mail merge, and I type out my email and it sends it to all of them. When I did my first email, I said, let me know if you want to move to monthly. Sorry, we live right by the train tracks. And 2 of the clients said I would like monthly email. So they're going to get mine at the beginning of every month. So I just moved their email. Oh my God. So I just moved their email to a different pipeline or a different, I forget what these things are called. Not pipeline, because this whole thing is a pipeline. I don't even want to get into technical terms. But this is how I manage my clients. Why I keep these, almost 400 clients over here. And I just exported this through my coach office. So you can export all your clients through your coach office and get their email addresses. I do this like for a product launch. So like when Transform 20 came out, I emailed everybody about Transform 20 to see if they wanted to get in. These people don't know me. I don't know well over half these people. Okay, so moving on to my other pipeline. So this is I just call it Beachbody. And you can kind of see how I have everything labeled. So my chit-chatting column is just for women who are actively engaging back with me in a conversation. I haven't invited them to anything. I'm just simply talking to them. When I invite them and they give me some sort of response, not even a ghost, they go into the next one. When I ask them like their initial questions, like, hey, yeah, before I dive into everything, tell me a little bit about you. What are your goals? Do you have any routines? These columns I just made today because I was like, I want a better funnel system. So if I ask them the initial question, they go here. Sometimes I'll jot down a little note, like she actually filled out my form in my account. I asked her goals. I put in a date for her. All these FU 1s, 2s, 3s, all the way to 7, that's for me. You can create whatever you want, but this means follow up. So when I follow up with her, like if she starts ghosting me, I might put the date or I might just put like an X in there. When I then start explaining the fitness, I would then move her. So let's say, for example, for her and I are about to transition and I'm going to start explaining the fitness. I'm just going to put a check mark and then I can move what stage she is in. So then I can move her to talking about the boot camps, talking about fitness, whatever part I'm in. So then when I send people the link to enroll, they go here, just because I send people share carts and then sometimes they never enroll. So send that. And then some people will actually want to be followed up. And I try to make notes. And then here I actually try to start marking. So when my follow-ups and when streak really, really becomes important is times like this weekend. So this weekend, I'm not going to send out probably any new invites. All throughout the week, I have been for my May boot camp. But this weekend, I'm about to go through all of these names and start going. I'm first going to go right into my chit-chatting column, and I'm going to start messaging all these people an invite now. I've already talked to them. I've already built something up with them. They're getting an invite. If they're in here, we've already been talking about something. They get another invite. Okay, so I use this all for follow-ups, and I do that at the end of every month. So all throughout the month, no matter what stage I'm in with people, whenever I'm going and clearing out my Instagram messaging, this is where they're going in. And then I really don't use my last couple like columns anymore. So I hope that that helps. I know it can be overwhelming. I know streak was very overwhelming to me too at first, but if you just take it little by little and you just try like a little bit as you go, it'll get a lot easier. And like I said, like clearly, like I just made these stages today because I was like, okay, well, I kind of want to know like what phase I'm in and when like I'm losing them, or, you know, when I need to go back and follow up. So it's not perfect. I don't track all the time. It's something that I need to get better in, but I hope that that helps. So if you guys have any questions on streak, definitely let me know. All right, so moving into kind of the meat of the call. So our sales, you know, we're salespeople, you guys. We're salespeople who don't want to be salesy. And our sales in this business is inspiring other women and ourselves to take action on themselves, to take action on changing their life, to take action on building a business, whatever realm you want to take this. Okay, so the biggest objection that, you know, we get, especially as new coaches, and our fear is that, oh my God, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be salesy. And here's the thing, you don't have to be. Yes, we are selling these challenge packs, but you are selling a lifestyle. You are selling, you know, the healthy change that these women are going to be making. Okay, so the key to your sales, if that's what we're going to call this, is your belief. Okay, it's your belief in what you have to offer, like to your core. And a lot of us are newer coaches on here, and you're like, well, I'm not even through my first program yet. Okay, embrace what you're going through and know that by the end of your very first program, I know that you are going to feel some sort of belief. I know that Bonnie just finished her program, and I can feel that belief on her end, how much she enjoys and loves this whole process. And now I know that she's going to be able to go out and invite and talk about this way more confidently because she has belief. So if you don't have your belief yet, you need to start working every day on how your belief can get stronger, because the higher belief that you have in what we have to offer, our programs, our products, our community, all of it, the higher your conversion rate to yes. Okay, so I want you just to kind of like think about the iPhone. Is anybody on here a non-iPhone person? I'm scanning down. Okay, so we're all iPhone people. So I can probably confidently say here that when we get in a group text with somebody and it turns all the messages green and we just kind of go off, we don't even want them in our group message. And we have this core belief that the iPhone is the best. Like, sure, maybe the camera's not as great as other ones, but we love all the features that Apple and iPhone has to offer. You would probably recommend getting an iPhone to your friend, and you would list X, Y, and Z because you have full belief in this product, in your phone, all the things. You guys, this is the exact same thing. Like when you go on your stories and you start talking about, oh my God, I just went to Starbucks and I got this new pink drink and this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, like that's how I want you to talk about these programs. Like I want you to be so in love that you just can't wait to tell everybody about it. It's just like going to Starbucks. It's just like going to Target. It's just like persuading your mom to get off the Android and just get an iPhone, Mom. Come on, it's going to be way easier. So belief. You've got to believe in these products. Oh my goodness. I always duplicate these. I'm sorry. Okay. With all sales, you're going to have objections. You got to get over that right now because people are going to say no. People are going to say no more than they say yes. but you have to become so confident in what you have to offer that it is okay that they say no. And here's where personal development plays a huge part, because what's going on in between your ears, your brain, what's going on right up in here, it's so incredibly powerful because you do get no's. Why you get no's is because, it's somebody's objection to whatever it is that we're offering, but it's also their limiting belief. And we talk about limiting beliefs all the time in this business, okay, and how we can overcome that. But on the other end of the screen, they have limiting beliefs about what we have to offer. And so that is why you always will hear that the fortune's in the follow-up, because you need to keep trying. You need to keep showing up until they see the value in what you have to offer. You're not being annoying because you bleed Beachbody Blue, because you love these products so much. And here's the thing. It's not that you just love them and you're obsessed with them, but you know what they can do for somebody. Okay, you know how they can make someone feel because you're living proof of that. Okay, you're going through these programs, you're going through this community, you're going through the nutrition, you're going through the personal development, and you know that it has the power to change people from the inside out. And so when you are that living belief, if you keep trying and you keep, following up, it's not annoying because you're passionate about it. And that's okay in this business. So I want you to think, in sales, somebody is always going to win. It's either the person who's selling them a yes, or the person who says no is going to sell you on their no. And you're just going to be like, oh, okay, you said no, I'm out. You can't take no for an answer. You've got to dig deep and let your passion and your belief in this come through. So I want you to follow this formula. It's literally like our vital behaviors, but just breaking it down, sharing yourself and sharing your life on social media. Who are you behind the screen? Your physical Instagram posts are great, but those are very curated content. You think, you plan those out, you filter them, you take your time, you write those captions, and that is important. But Instagram stories is where the connection happens. It's where the realness happens. You gotta be talking on your Instagram stories. You gotta be showing more than just your face too. Show your life. Talk about it. Okay, show different places where you are. I always try to show myself in my classroom at some point in the day because I want to show that I can connect with other busy teachers. Okay, they want to know who's behind the screen. Okay, this is again your sales formula. So you're showing yourself, you're showing your life beyond whatever it is that you're trying to sell, and now you're being proof of the product. You're being proof that the product works, whether it's your mindset, whether it's loving the community, whether it's the workout programs and how, oh my gosh, I bumped up in weights this week. You're being living actual proof that you're drinking the shakes every day. And I can't believe that my hair has grown this much. It hasn't grown this much in forever. It's got to be the shakes that I'm drinking. Share what it's doing for you, but also share what it's doing for other people. Okay. I love to share a lot of your guys' posts because you guys get so real and raw in your captions. I do that because I'm showing that it's not just me who feels this way. It's other women too. So start sharing other people's posts on your stories. That's powerful. You got to go read this caption. She's talking about all about mindset. I know that Shay right now is going through different tips throughout the week of how to pull yourself out of a funk and a negative mindset. Okay. If something, speaks to you, share that on your story. Okay. Because that's showing that it's not just you, that it's something bigger than you. And then, and I'm going to get more into this in the conversation, you've got to ask questions. You've got to find out what they need. You need to be interested in them so that you can offer them a solution, okay? It's not about you. It's about them. It's about the life on the other side of the phone because we're dealing with actual human beings on the other end. And yes, our invite process can be so quick and we're copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. But the second that you get a response back that they want to learn more, you are in that relationship mode. You are asking questions. You are actually genuinely wanting to know what they need so that you can serve them. So this is just your simple formula. Share your life inside and out, not just the products. Then you always want to be proof that the products work. And then you need to be asking what they need. And you guys, on a bigger picture too, you can absolutely do this on your Instagram stories with your entire audience. What does your audience struggle with? Think about the things that you have to offer. Do they struggle with workouts? Do they struggle with motivation? Do they struggle with nutrition? Do they struggle with getting up in the morning? Do they struggle with finding the time? Do they struggle, and put some polls up there. And then you can actually serve your audience and come on kind of to your stories every single day and kind of give like little tips and tricks and feedback on it. So I want to ask you, which sounds better to you? And this is obviously a rhetorical question, but I need to sell 3 challenge packs this month to hit Success Club. We're approaching the end of the month. I know that you guys are probably getting those thoughts in your head right now. Got to sell 3 challenge packs this month, hit Success Club. The focus on that is what other people can do for you in your goals, because you need to hit Success Club. So, all right, these 3 people, Jenny, Sally, Susie, they're great. I've got to get them to buy from me. Awesome. I hit Success Club, check the box. They're serving you. Okay. That's icky. That's bad sales. Okay. So your mindset needs to be, I can't wait to change as many lives as I can and get the people to buy from me who need this. Yeah, we're freaking selling something, but I only want someone to buy from me if they truly, truly need this. And it's my job to find out. It's my job to see if I can help them. It's my job to offer a solution. I'm focusing on others and I'm helping other people. I'm wondering who they're going to be. That's the exciting part. I'm not putting all my eggs in, okay, well, I'm talking to these 5 people, fingers crossed. Get out there, talk to more people. Who else needs this gift that we have to offer? Who else needs a sale? That's what you want to call it. Okay, but who else needs this? But you've got to shift the focus from less of what other people are going to do for you and your business to what can I do for other people? You guys, this is a job. It's a job. As much as, this is a side job for every single one of us on this call, it's still a side job. And if you want to get something out of it, you need to lead with the second. So let's break it down. Step 1, build relationships and be genuinely interested in getting to know them. Okay. And again, if you've never built up a relationship with them and you just invite them right out the gate, that's okay. If they're watching your stories and if they're liking your posts, that's okay. Never do it to some rando person who isn't following you, who isn't watching you, who isn't engaging. That's weird and icky. But if they're watching you and you're talking about it, it's not weird and icky. But when I say build relationships and be genuinely interested, that flows right into the second part of understanding them and what do they need? What's lacking in their life? What's working for them? What isn't working as well as they'd like? What's holding them back? And you guys, I've actually asked people these questions before. These are actually words that you can use to actually sound like you care. Okay. I love when I can talk with women and kind of have 2 parts of the conversation going. We're talking about what I have to offer them in terms of health and wellness, but I'm also like, oh my gosh, you just went to Italy. How was that? Tell me about it. And we've kind of got both sides going so that we can connect on a personal level. I had a girl, we talked all the way through it. She just opened her own boutique. So she's kind of, like her own little girl boss on the side. She's also going to school. Her and I kept talking all the way through. It's not the right time for her. There's her objection for me. And I say, can I follow up with you next month? And she said, absolutely. I said, I'm about to go follow your boutique. I built a relationship with her. Like, we're now like Instagram friends, which is like the best part of this business, you guys. This community is incredible. So as you're talking to them and you're understanding them and what they need, then you're thinking to yourself, can I help this person? And I want you to be honest here. I want you to honestly evaluate what we have to offer and if it can actually serve them, and if not, move on. Okay, because there are going to be those people out there that are like, well, I need to lose 5 pounds in 2 days. And I want to do one of those rack things. That's not me. That's not my people. I'm sorry. I don't have what you're looking for. I have a healthy and sustainable way, but it's not going to get you results overnight. You've got to put in the work. You've got to be consistent. And so that is, I can't serve that person. So I want you to honestly think, do I have something that can serve this? And I truly, truly, truly believe that we have something for everybody. I truly do. And, even if you're brand new, you know what we have to offer. Okay. And I believe that we can serve everybody, but it's making them, see that. So there are going to be some people that you just have to bless and release and move on. So when you decide, yes, I can help you, you need to present the solution. You need to generate emotions. We buy based off of emotions. Okay. You got to be excited. You've got to be authentic. Okay. Even if you're brand new, you can say, I've only been doing this for a month. I've only been doing this for 2 weeks and I'm already obsessed. Speak from your heart. Don't fake it. Okay. But be genuine, be excited, because if you're not excited, why should they be excited? Why should they want to join you? Okay. Present the solutions for them. Okay. I've seen this work. I've seen, the girls go through transformations. I'm going through it right now. I know that these programs are going to fit in your busy lifestyle. I'm going to set you up with this 20-minute a day program. You don't need any equipment in your house. You can do it right from your living room. This is going to be amazing for you. And talk from your heart. Now, again, if you need help on programs or, what the solution for this person might be, you guys, I'm here to help. The whole team is here to help. Post a screenshot, post it in the team page. Like, we're all here to help out. Close the sale and be the best damn coach that you can be. And I know that we're going through like this weird kind of transition with going from the challenge tracker app from Facebook. And for me personally, I feel like there's this like lack of community, but that's right when I started sending out personalized emails. You need to be the best damn coach to make them know that they made the best choice in you. They're not signing up for Beachbody, you guys. They're signing up for you and the experience that you can give them with these tools. Beachbody's just the tools. They can get on teambeachbody.com and sign up and do the workouts by themselves. They're signing up for you as their coach. So you need to be the best damn coach that you can be. So be living proof that this is the best investment you've ever made, and believe those words down to your core. Believe them. Okay, start picking out little pieces of your story. You hear me talking all the time how I felt so self-conscious in the gym. I used to hop on the cardio machine and then pick like, a body part and work it out and walk out and be like, did I do anything? I talk all the time how, I used to go to studio classes, and if I didn't get out of work fast enough and I missed the class, I would get charged, or the classes would be booked, or I couldn't get up in the morning to go, and all these things. And I say, this is why I love it. This was the best choice for me. I'm speaking to my people. Your story's probably different. You are going to get those common objections. I can't afford it. I don't have time. I don't believe in shakes. I could never inspire others. I've tried every diet and failed. I don't have room in my house. I hate vegetables. I'm not a morning person. All those are excuses. All those are limiting beliefs. All those are objections. And if your belief is strong enough, I bet you can combat every single one of those. Every single one. But if you are like, meh about it, then somebody's going to be like, yeah, I really just don't like to drink protein shakes. The powder bothers me. And then you'll be like, meh, they'll be like, meh, and then you lose somebody. But if you fully believe in Shakeology, like you guys, it's like crack. Although I don't know what crack is like, but to me, it's like crack. I freaking love Shakeology. Like, it's the only thing that's made it through helped me through this cleanse is the fact that I still get my cafe latte every single day. But I can't speak highly enough about the dense nutrition and the superfoods and how it makes me feel from the inside out. And when I miss it on the weekends, I crave it so bad because it makes me feel so freaking good. It is more than a protein shake. Okay, that's my belief. You got to start stealing belief from one of us if you're brand new and hear this passion and know, okay, I'll get there at one point. So I'm going to steal some of Janine's passion about the superfoods that I've only been drinking for 2 weeks, and I'm going to go with it. and I'm going to start talking like she talks about it. And I bet you before you know it, it's going to be your passion and your heart and your belief. Your belief has to be stronger than the limiting beliefs that you're going to hear. All right, wrapping it out, 2 quotes. So I stole them from Grant Cardone and Mel Robbins today. Grant Cardone is an incredible like business guy. He's the rough and gruff, and he's very businessy. So whatever you want to, I think that meant, I don't know if I wrote that right. Whatever you want, go all in and dominate, learn it, eat it, sleep it, breathe it, and believe it. Okay. That's, again, we have to believe this to our core, because that's the only way that we are going to be the non-salesy salespeople. And confidence is created by the small things you do every single day that build trust in yourself. Mel Robbins, she's very scientific based. She's got a new audiobook out right now. She also is the author of the 5-second rule. So I just kind of want you to think about your confidence in this, and confidence how you present. Even if you're brand new, you can have this confidence. You guys, you've got to be excited. You've got to have belief. You've got to amp yourself up. When you're about to do your, 10, 15 minutes of inviting, however long you set your timer for, like play some pump up tunes before you do it. Jump around the kitchen a little bit, like get some blood flowing, like get a smile on your face, be silly, be goofy, and then boom, knock them out, send them out. Because if you are in that good mindset space and you are just feeling it, it is going to transfer on the other side. You've got to be confident. Start small, and it's just going to compound over time. All right, so that's all I've got for you guys. Do you guys have any questions? I'm going to check the chat. Go for no. I love that, Lexi. Whenever someone tells me no, I think of it as not right now. 100%. 100%. And somebody said to me today, I forget how she worded it, but she was like, now it's just really not a good time, but maybe in the future, and gave me like a smiley. And she's like, I absolutely love watching you. You're such a badass. And I'm like, tell me more. Why is it now a good time? Old Janine, I swear, like for the longest time, if someone told me it's not a good time, I would be like, all right, I'll check back in with you later. See ya. And I would just let them go. Like now I'm digging. I'm pushing. Danielle did a call once, and she posted on there when somebody said like, I just, don't think I can commit all the way. And she's like, girlfriend, like, don't sell yourself short. And she like really kind of like dug in, and the girl ended up, she's like, thanks for kind of calling me out on my own BS. You just kind of got to dig and make those relationships, and not in an icky way, because I always try to relate back to people, because we've all been at different phases in our life. So I know that you guys can relate back. I hope that was kind of helpful. I hope that kind of like got you kind of pumped up. Like, I don't have to be salesy about this. I love what I'm doing. I love everything about it. I can go out and confidently do this. Make that quiet.
Can I add something, Janine?
Yeah.
So kind of along the lines of like not thinking you're going to be able to like inspire anyone or anything. I was definitely like in that mindset of like, my life is boring. No one's going to find my story inspirational. I mean, I still am not sure anyone will, but so this girl who like periodically watches my story, she's not very consistent, but I saw that she did a couple times, so I invited her. And she goes to school on the other side of the state here. She's, I would assume like 20 something, going to be a teacher. So I was like really drawn to her. And she responded, and she was like, I checked out your profile and your stories and stuff, and I found your story like super inspirational. And I was like, what, me? Like, so I rode that high for the whole day. And I just keep like referring back to that feeling of like, oh my God, okay, maybe I can actually like inspire someone with my like not that exciting style.
And so like you've just got to harness that like confidence, and you're like, I can do this. I am making an impact. And I even think of that as wins too, because like I'll even have people who live in another country who can't. They literally cannot sign up with our products, and they will say, you motivated me to get out of bed this morning. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like that's like a win in my book. Even though it's not a sale and it's not a paycheck. Like, holy crap. Like the fact that, you know, she was like, you inspire me, that's amazing.
Well, and I think too, because I've been doing my like mental wellness challenge, so I'm kind of like with Shay there, I'm kind of going along those lines. I think that is going to be my avenue, and not just my on Instagram, but in my own life. But she was just diagnosed with MS. And so I think she kind of needed to see like some mental health. I mean, because I can imagine being diagnosed with that at like 20 is not necessarily an easy thing. So, I mean, find your story and find your thing and run with it. I wasn't sure anyone was like,
powerful.
Yeah, I wasn't sure anyone was really paying attention to my mental wellness thing, but I figured, Mom, I'm just going to keep going. It works for me, so we'll see. And apparently,
that's the thing. Like, your story is so individualized, you know, to you, but there are so many women that can connect with you, like that, you know, that wouldn't be able to connect with me. And so the fact that, you know, you've kind of harnessed like your niche in a way, and you're sharing that, and you're sharing, you know, what you're going through and how you're overcoming, you know, whatever, the fact that other people can relate to you, like that's so freaking incredible. So, you know, yes, share your story and share it proud, and own it. That's like the best thing that you can do.
Yeah, it's the best feeling. Gotta say, never thought I'd feel that. It's the best.
I'm so happy. That makes me so happy to hear. I know, let's see. I know, Lexi, you're loving 80 Day Obsession. I'm going to stop recording.